Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to this major update for the channel. So this one probably going to be a bit longer than usual because there is a fair bit to go through. It's sort of the start of the year major update for the channel. Some exciting developments to announce here, and just to give you an idea of what to expect this season. Obviously we're going into season 9 of our battle reports, so there'll be an update on that. Towards the end of the video I'll give you a full faction update as well, let you know what's going on with all the different factions on the channel as well. So what I'll do this video here, I'll lump together an update for everything. So Plus channel, what's on YouTube, and then a faction update for all the armies as well. So I'll cover everything in this video and just give you an idea of what to expect for the new incoming year. So really last year was a year for experimentation with different things. We tried out a different league, which seemed to go down very, very well, to have a decent structure and to give armies a chance. It was really the first time we've done a league that was fair on all of the factions. So I hope to repeat that this year, all being well. There's been a lot of experimentation with different types of battle reports, especially over on the Plus channel as well, and really it's been a year to choose and see which ones are the best and which ones are the strongest, the ones that people like the most. So it's been an opportunity just to trim off a few things and then focus on the more successful content. So hopefully you'll see that more this year. It's on the Plus channel and here on YouTube as well. But there really is all sorts of stuff to go through here, but I've got it all written out and methodically go through all the updates for you. So we'll start with the Plus channel, and I'm going to methodically go through that, tidy it up. Some video series I'm going to drop, they haven't just worked quite so well, and it's got to be videos that we have an interest in producing as well, because when we're having fun making them, it helps the series get going and people enjoy watching the content as well. So just briefly then, what's on the Plus channel. First of all, the season battle reports, so just the usual format. I want to carry on with that. So half the videos, roughly half the videos on YouTube and then half the videos on the Plus channel. That's our season 9 battle reports. So the plan for that, I think we'll pretty much go down the same route as season 8. So every faction gets to play 3 games. I'm trying to play as many games as possible with new codexes. That's not going to be possible, I don't think, this year, because Games Workshop are going to slowly release all the other codexes. Even if they get all of them released this year for 9th edition, I'm not sure. So we'll try and play as many 9th edition codexes as we can, but that's not going to be possible for all of the battles. But we'll play 3 games. So all the factions get an equal chance, and it worked out well last year. It really mixed things up. We had some factions that had been shelved previously and they had a chance to do well, and they performed well in the league, and armies that dominated for a long time by playing lots and lots of games, well, they were pushed back at times as well. So it makes it exciting as well, so look out for that. Every faction gets to play 3 games. Over on the Plus channel, this is for everyone to access. There is the league table, and that will give you an update for the league, all the points that scored, who's won, who's where in the table, and it'll give you an update on how each of the armies is doing from a hobbying perspective as well, which ones are battle ready and ready for games on the tabletop. So remember the league table, everyone can access that. You don't have to sign up, you can go in and see that over on the Plus channel. But league battle reports, happy to stick with that format. Seems fairer. It really helps with the variety on the channel. It kind of forces us to get armies ready, not just to play just favourable factions that we enjoy using. It makes us use all of the factions equally, so it works out nicely to give us plenty of variety for our games of 40k as well. And hopefully it stops armies being shelved and then people commenting saying, well, where's this army? I haven't seen it for 8 months, 9 months, a year, or more sometimes. But now you can look forward to seeing your favourite faction taking part on an equal footing of all of the other factions on the channel. So I think it's good news all round there for our Season 9 battle reports. So the way the Plus channel works, if you're not already signed up, it enables me to produce loads more videos. So very grateful for everyone that signs up to the Plus channel. And when you sign up to that, you can sign up for a monthly membership, or there is a deal for yearly memberships. If you sign up for the year, then you get 12 months for the price of 10. So just giving you a better deal, and that just helps me produce loads and loads more content. And as a reward for your support, you get full access to the whole website and all the content on there. It's not just battle reports, but there's loads of other hobby content on the Plus channel as well. But link for the Plus channel will be in the video description below. If you are thinking of signing up, well, it's January now, it's the start of the year, the season's about to kick off, so now would be the perfect time to sign up. You can go for monthly, or you can sign up for the whole year, and that will run through to next January if you sign up for the yearly subscription option for the Plus channel. So running through the content then on the Plus channel, so just update everyone that's already on there and those that are thinking of joining. We run a series called The Big Push. It's a new series that came in last year, and it's 500 point games, 1,000 point games, 1,500 point games, and it's to get armies onto the tabletop. So armies that need a little bit of a push and incentive to make progress with them. We've come up with the Big Push series, and it's been a great series. Really has helped us, not just myself, but other players on the channel as well, get armies done. It's an exciting series. Tom Covey's just started a brand new Necron Army with his own very heavily themed army. It's entirely different to mine. So his army's just been featured in the latest Big Push battle. It's 500 points. The idea is he paints 500 points worth, and then his incentive then is to reach 1,000 points, and then we can film the next battle. And then 1,500 points, and then 2,000 points, and then the army's ready for entry into the league and the other battle report types as well on the channel. So it's an exciting series. Tom Covey is going for Sisters of Battle as well. They're already featured in our Big Push series. It's planning to have other factions feature in that series as well. It was thanks to that series that helped me get the Harlequins onto the tabletop and into the league as well. Painting a whole 2,000 point army was very daunting, but I aimed for 500 points just to get that battle report made, and then it was stepping stones to getting the army on the channel. So very happy to keep the Big Push, and some exciting new armies to come through that series this season, all being well. The James Zone has been a success as well. So James started to produce content for the channel. So primarily it's Astra Militarum and Space Marines. So now we've got some army development videos, some subscriber list analysis videos, where James focuses on those factions. That covers a zone that was missing, an area that was missing on the channel. So James specialising in Imperial Guard and Space Marines. So James's zone, the James Zone, is very welcome on the Plus channel. It's on YouTube as well. James has some select videos on the James Zone section as well. The Beat the Bear series, which is where it's like a Challenge the Scorpion, but it's not me, it's people challenging James to games. That's a series that's exclusive on the Plus channel. It's very, very, very enjoyable to make, so hoping to add to that series as time goes on. There's army development and army adjustment videos. That's where we develop the armies on the channel. So we go through theoretical lists, list building, and then as a subscriber on the Plus channel you get a chance to leave your own comments and feedback, and I listen to every comment that people make, and then sometimes I'll make changes to the armies and bring in units that have been recommended by subscribers. It's happened a good number of times now and has really helped with the different factions. So we're going to keep that running. It's been a popular series, a chance for people to interact and to help guide and adjust the different armies as they're revamped and made ready for war on the channel. So those have been kind of the best videos on the Plus channel, and so plan to keep on going with those. They're good fun videos to make, plenty of variety, chance for some interaction and some unique stuff going on. So it's not just season battle reports on the Plus channel, but it's those series as well. And also in-depth painting tutorials, that series will keep that going. And also list analysis videos. That's where if you're a subscriber on the Plus channel, you can leave a list and we'll make a video on it and analyse it, even myself or James, and that series has proved popular as well. So there's been some other ones that I'm probably not going to carry on with. Narrative battle reports, not so much, I don't think, on the Plus channel. If we do any more, we'll put them on YouTube. The special battle reports, if we do any more of those, I think they'll go on YouTube. And then the skirmish games, not so popular. It was the idea of taking sort of larger single models and pitting them against each other, but I didn't really enjoy making those as much. It just seems that standard battle reports is what everyone wants, so I don't plan to carry on with the skirmish videos. Just trimming off a few of the edges here and just focusing on the stronger series on the Plus channel, just making everything nice and streamlined. Now, there is the Space Hulk series. There's 10 battle reports there on the Plus channel. As part of the shake-up, I'm going to bring those videos to YouTube. So you can look forward to seeing the Space Hulk series. That's the board game. All the models painted up. I announced that I was getting into Space Hulk years and years ago, and then put the actual battle reports on the Plus channel. I'm going to move those off the Plus channel and bring them to YouTube for everyone to see. I think what we'll do, James's channel is going to put specialist games on there. He already has Aeronautica Imperialis content, and I think that the Space Hulk games and battle reports will fit nicely on his channel. I think I'll upload them here on Striker Scorpion 82 and then create a playlist for them over on James's channel. So you'll find them over there. There's 10 games we've already filmed, so I'll gradually release those. So keep a lookout for that and sit back and enjoy the Space Hulk battle reports coming soon to YouTube. So that's pretty much it for the Plus channel. The army painting reference videos, I might bring those to YouTube as well, just as an open resource for everyone to see. That's front, back, side and rear images of my different armies. Not all the armies, but many of them. Very, very useful painting reference. So I might bring those to YouTube as well, just to share as a resource for everybody. Exciting news regarding the secret project. So I obviously can't tell you what secret project number 2 is. Number 1 was finished and it's been brought over to YouTube. That was the Thousand Suns Chaos Space Marines. That was my secret project over on the Plus channel. There's a second secret project. I'm going to semi-shelve that for now and move to secret project number 3. Obviously can't tell you what that's going to be, but when you're on the Plus channel, you can keep a lookout for updates on that. And what we can do now, the great thing about it, is we can do some secret army development videos, and then as things get going, you can look forward to seeing that secret army in the Big Push series. You can look out for a 500-point game for that secret army. It's, I think, the most exciting secret project so far. I don't think you'll guess what it is, but it's something to look forward to. I'm very, very excited about it. I think when it's announced, I think there'll be a broad agreement that it's a very good project to go for. But you can keep a lookout for that on the Plus channel. A unique series, a secret project series. It's armies that I've kept secret, I'm working on. You get to see them on the Plus channel, see them develop, see them grow, see the early battle reports before they're seen on YouTube. So that's what to expect on the Plus channel. So a little bit of a shake-up. It's going for the stronger aspects to the Plus channel. And then a few changes going on, some content coming to YouTube, and then this new secret project number 3 to look out for as well. So that's the main update for the Plus channel. As I said, if you want to support me and help me in the creation of videos, then you can sign up to the Plus channel, and then as a reward for that, you get full access to the whole website and all the videos that are available on the Plus channel. So, I promote the Plus channel, but the support that comes in from that, it means that I can create obviously all the content that goes on the Plus channel, but it also helps me create about half the content on YouTube as well. So it helps everybody out. So very grateful for all the support coming through. And if you're thinking of signing up, then now would be about the best time at the start of the new season. So the next section is just to update you of what's going on YouTube. A little bit of a shake-up there. Again, I'll be focusing on series that work really well. So season battle reports have gone down very well, so very happy to continue doing that. Not every game that we play of regular 40k 2000 points will be a league battle. This season there'll be some games which are just warm-up games, muckabout games, practice games, still at 2000 points, but they won't actually be league battles. I'll obviously tell you each game, whether it's just a warm-up game, or whether it's a league fight. So just a variety of games, mostly league, but there'll be some warm-up games there as well. So plan to continue on with Apocalypse battles, very much enjoying the lore-themed Apocalypse games that are based on, momentous moments in 40k history, the fate of Fandros, the first Tyrannic War, major part of 40k history, first contact with the Tyrians and the Ultramarines and so on, the Astra Militarum. So looking forward to hopefully doing the second part of that. Problem is the current world situation is limiting what we can do on the channel. Apocalypse games have been affected, and so too have Challenger Scorpion games as well. So those are kind of on the back burner at the moment, but hopefully in the not too distant future we'll be able to film some more Apocalypse games and Challenger Scorpion games as well. Apologies to all those that have been asking to play or take part in Challenger Scorpion games. I've got no update at all. I've no way of letting you know what kind of time scale we could work to for that. So really just you can look forward just to league battles for now, warm-up games as the main content on the channel. So yeah, other series I hope to keep going. The James Zone's fine, keep running here on YouTube. There's a mixture of content. James's channel, if you're not subscribed already, he's producing some great content here on YouTube, my channel, and then mostly a lot of his stuff's going onto his own channel, JB Wargamer 87. The link for his channel will be in the video description below. But if you're into Astra Militarum and Space Marines, then check out James's channel. The how-to series has been very popular, so I hope to carry on with that. Got plenty more ideas lined up for that one. And then top 5 units and complete army videos, hope to carry on with those. Painting tutorials as well. Hope to keep all that content running here on YouTube as well. So we're getting close to the faction update. As far as the armies go, I'm running 16, 17 odd armies, and I have to watch out for burning out in the hobby by doing too much stuff. So I've come up with a bit of an idea just to alleviate a little bit of the burden, because I want to do what I'm doing well and focus in on the armies that I really like. But at the same time, you can end up doing too much stuff, and the last thing you want is to burn out from the hobby and so on. So come up with a bit of an idea to help with that. Bit of a shake-up. I think my direction I'm leaning towards, so there's 4 of us now on the channel with armies, myself, James, and then Aaron Allen. You've seen him taking part in a lot of battles, which has been great. And then Tom Covia as well, a welcome addition to the channel. Fantastic armies that he has as well. So they've got their own factions that they run. So I'm feeling that my direction, my main focus is Xenos, which originally is what it was on the channel, obviously striking Scorpion 82, a lot of Eldar content. Really love my Eldar army, really love my Necrons. So Xenos armies I think will be my main focus, but obviously I've got other armies that Imperial armies that I really love. And Chaos as well. Thousand Suns, really love them. Blood Angels still one of my favourite armies, and so on. What I've decided to do is to hand over, and this is, James really loves this idea, I'm going to hand over the Imperial Fists to James. So they will happily link up with him and his channel. It's just he can borrow them. He's not going to keep them, but he can borrow my Imperial Fists. And he can use them in games, so you can keep a lookout for them on his channel. So you'll be able to use those, use the Imperial Fists for battle reports on his channel, which is great news. And then he can develop that list, he can create his own lists, and he can enter them into the league, and he'll be in command of the Imperial Fists. So the last thing I want to do is shelve the Imperial Fists. So someone who knows Space Marines and can run them, and James loves the Imperial Fists anyway, so he'll happily take over those and it means that he can run his Astra Militarum, his Ultramarines, and his Imperial Fists as well. So I think that's a good move. That just takes a little bit of pressure off me. I can hand that army over, knowing that it's going to be very well looked after by James, and he can take command and think of all the strategy for them and try and lead them to victory. So just a little bit of a shake-up and a shift around. But if I'm able to hand over some stuff to others, then I can try and focus more on what I do have and do a better job. So that's the idea behind that. And Tom Covey, he's offered to help out with some of my armies here on the channel as well. And then I've been talking to Aaron Allen, and I've said to him, he's got his own Death Watch army, really, really nice. And then he has Death Guard as well. And then I've said to him, well, why not sort of semi-take over the running of the Space Wolves? He likes that faction. So Space Wolf games, for the most part, Aaron's going to run those. Or he's going to run that faction and try and guide it through to glory. And it means you're getting a bit of consistency as well. It's the same player and play style trying to guide a faction through. So Space Wolves, if you've seen any Space Wolf battles, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be Aaron Allen in command, and he's welcome to lead them all the way to ultimate glory in the league if he so wishes. So the Space Wolves, and then I think it may well be the Imperial Knights as well. Aaron Allen's going to run the Imperial Knights and take command of those as well. And again, it just hands over a little bit of these factions over to other players, very capable players, and it means that I can do a better job of revamping, painting up new units, and focusing in on the armies that remain. So obviously all these updates, leave your own comments and suggestions, what you think is a good idea, not so good idea. Comments and feedback always welcome. Please like the video, and leaving any kind of comment helps the video as well. But hopefully that's given you a good idea of what to expect. But hopefully decent structure, a broad spectrum of armies, nice variety to look forward to here on YouTube and then on the Plus channel as well. So I think that's pretty much it. So we'll run through, not in too much detail, but just quite briefly, an update for all of the factions, the codexes that I have. So Tyranids, a lot of armies at the moment waiting for new codexes, so they're kind of stuck in limbo. You know, do we play games with them or not? It's hard to rebuild or build entire new lists, knowing that when a new codex comes along, it's usually a massive shake-up. Just turns everything on its head, as we've seen with things like the Necron Codex, for example. And so these armies just awaiting new codex, and it's exciting times. Very much looking forward to any of the new codexes that come out. I think Games Workshop are doing a fantastic job at the moment. The rules seem fine. The new units, rules, and just the whole structure of these new codexes, I think they've done an excellent job. So Tyranids then, we may well be playing some games with them. It's a large collection of those, but it's an army that's kind of, it's there, it's ready to go, but keeping a lookout for new codex. Harlequins, I would imagine it's going to be well, it's hard to tell. Not sure when the new codex for these will come along. This faction performed very, very well last season, so Harlequins will be out with a point to prove, for sure. Orcs, one of my favourites. Again, Xenos, you see, I can focus in on armies like this, and like this, and like this, by handing over a little bit of the Imperial responsibility to others. So, yeah, because Orcs, because the idea is, new codex comes along, things are shaken up, and then there may be a couple of new units that look really good, and so I can get them painted up and, you know, really inject some new life into these armies as the new codex comes along. I think that's pretty much going to be mostly the structure for this season. So new codex comes along, you know, codex review, army lists, warm-up battles, league battles with whatever faction comes out. We're just going by the marching to the tune of Games Workshop with their codex releases, but that'll be the kind of thing that you'll see this year, just focusing on the new codexes and then pushing those armies out as time goes along. It's exciting stuff, so looking forward to that structure in whatever order it happens. So Orcs, again, waiting for a new codex. Still going to be playing games, you know, warm-up games as well, so you can still keep a lookout for them. Tau Empire, again, waiting for a new codex. I got some new models, from Forge World. So that's exciting stuff for the town in the future. And they've got a point to prove. We really want to see them make a good comeback. Imperial Knights, as we talked about, and again, see that it's another Xenos faction that I really want to focus on and do a good job with as well. So I think the restructuring idea should work okay. Imperial Knights, Siege Studios getting involved, helping to finish this army off. So we should see them at 2,000 points with some new stuff. All being well, it's looking exciting stuff. Thousand Suns, again waiting new codex, a strong faction, they did well last season. So one of my favourite armies to use in games, just so unique, and hoping to continue the theme along with them. Leptospinachus, I plan to still run these, hoping to add some new units, but again, new codex, waiting for them. Drukhari, I think their codex is coming out quite soonish. I could be wrong on that one. Again, an army that caused a real upset last season. Really caused trouble for a lot of factions, and Drukhari really did well. So it's been great to, and it was the new structure of season 8 that did it. These have been shelved for ages, and then we got the new structure, and then just really pushed to get the Drukhari on the battlefield restructured and fighting games. And it was fair, they got to play the 3 games and made progress into the later stages of the season as well. So that was really good to see that going on. So now we're starting to hit some of the newer stuff. There's Eldar as well, actually. So some recent games with them. I've grown a bit impatient waiting for new codexes, so I've really enjoyed using the Eldar recently, so there's some new content with them. And our first season battle report has been filmed. It is the Eldar taking part, so they'll kick off the new season playing against the new Codex supplement Space Wolves. That's a league game, keep a lookout for that. So this whole update video is to let you know what's going on just as the new season starts. So I know what the result was. I can't tell you what happens, but that's coming to YouTube. The first battle report of the season on YouTube very, very soon. Blood Angels. They have their new Space Marine book, they have a new supplement, and so the army's under development and planning to add some brand new units to this list based on subscriber suggestions over on the Plus channel. So you can keep a lookout for these featuring in league games quite soon. The Necrons, perhaps our favourite faction at the moment, really love the models. Heavily developed brand new list, loads and loads of new models. In fact, the entire army is virtually all new models. It's been a massive overhaul and so refreshing to have the Necrons completely redone. Incredible models, and I think Games Workshop 10 out of 10 with the codex. Fantastic codex for the Necrons, and so much variety being added to them now, and just the dynamics of the way they work. I just think it's a brilliant job. So whoever's on their codex team and design team and rules team, I think they are doing a very, very good job indeed. So Necrons, you keep a lookout for them in the league, and I hope all the factions do well. It is painful to see armies being eliminated, but that's just the way it is. So as we try and find out who will be the champion. Space Wolves, new Space Marine Codex, new supplement, so you can keep a lookout for them in games. Their list is virtually done, which is brilliant news. Some adjustments have been made to that. They're looking pretty strong, so hopefully we'll see the Space Wolves do well. That's a commission army that's been painted by Siege Studios. They've painted most of the models for this force. So if you want your own painted commission work done, then the link for Siege Studios is in the video description below. Regular Space Marines then. So I have Red Scorpions. Army's semi-shelved, but I used them in a recent big push battle report at 500 points, and I really enjoyed using them. So it may well push me on to go for 1,000 points. I do have some units being painted up by Siege Studios for Red Scorpions, so that should help me expand the army. So the next stage with the Red Scorpions, Primaris Space Marines, is to go for 1,000 point army, which would be great. And obviously I've mentioned Imperial Fists. James will start to push Imperial Fists over towards James, and he'll take care of them on the channel. So that's an update for all of the armies. James is Astra Militarum. He's got a vast collection, so he's ready to fight at any point. The Ultramarines for James has always been working on some new Primaris stuff, so very exciting to see the progress he's making with them. And then Aaron Allen running his Deathwatch army. So we've used them in a warm-up game recently, but I think he's pretty much ready to get into the league. Deathwatch have the new Codex supplement as well, so it's all looking good for them. I think he's got a couple of ideas for units to add to that faction. And then he runs the Death Guard, so that's very current at this point with the brand new Death Guard Codex available, so you can keep a lookout for them fighting in some warm-up games and then league battles as well. Then Tom Covia running his Red Scorpions that did very, very well last season. So looking forward to seeing them back in action. His Sisters of Battle army, which is close to being finished, which is very, very exciting. And this new Necron army that he's working on as well. And of course his Corn Demons, an army available for war as well. So that's the update for the channel. I hope it's giving you an idea of what to expect, just so you can get an idea of what's to come, give you an idea of the structure of the way things are working. Tons of variety available on YouTube. Now you've got James's channel as well for Astroman Time and Imperial content, so great stuff. And then if you want more content and you want to support what goes on here at the channel and tune into a load more battle reports and different videos, then of course there is the Plus channel as well. The link for that is in the video description below. But that's the update, what to expect. All being well, I think one thing we've learnt in the last year is that the best laid plans can come to ruin for sure. So we'll take each day as it comes. That's the plan, at least for this year. But hopefully we'll be able to get some great 40k content out to you in the days ahead. That's the update. Thanks for watching and tune in next time.